Hey guys, welcome back to NCR. Not a great start to the day. We're here at Winton for round 3 of the sprint series, and unfortunately we haven't even made it through the warm-up session before disaster has struck. And yes, that is the new diff, puking fluid all over the ground. So I was hoping to start this out by telling you how great the weather was and looking at the mods on the car and all that sort of thing after we got through scrutineering, but unfortunately we haven't even managed to get through the warm-up session. So I'm going to start a time lapse, and I've got a diff on the way and a few other bits and pieces, and then we'll just pray that we get some sessions after lunch. So wish me luck, let's get into it. All right, well that sucked as much as I thought it would on the ground. You can see the aftermath. Yeah, she's a bit of a mess, and here's what we found. So if you have a look at our old diff, and you have a look at our pinion flange nut, can you see that? There should be a thread in there, and there's not. So whether that's happened after the fact, I don't know. So that was nothing to do with me. That was put together by a diff guy, and we'll have a chat about that afterwards. For now, it's just a case of waiting for the replacement diff to arrive, get this in, clean this horrible mess up, and hopefully get some laps after lunch. Wish me luck. We did get the diff back in the car, and I've just come back from a first session. The track is terrible. I think I managed at 37 something, and don't know where that puts me in class. I can't imagine it's great. Adam and the other 86 said track conditions are pretty and oddly I've got no brakes, so I mean they're there, but they don't seem very good. Long pedal. They've been great for a long time, so whether it just needs new fluid or whether they got hot, it is quite warm out here today. But cool the car down. The guys at Winton are nice enough to let me jump out in another session and try and bank a few more laps, and we'll just see if we can find some clear air and hope for the best. Wish me luck. that's that, unfortunately. I managed to get another session in, and as I mentioned previously, the brakes did not feel right. Why would that be? Let me show you. Somebody forgot to check that they actually had some pad left. So that is a little bit of metal on metal, and would explain why the brakes felt so so there we are. I think I managed a 36.5 or something, and last I checked I still had a couple of tenths up my sleeve, but there's still a couple of sessions to go, so we'll have to see how Adam in the Matt Sims Performance 86 goes. Yeah, I'll update afterwards, but thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll definitely update you guys on where we go from here. See you in the next one. Hey guys, just rolled back into to NCR headquarters, and I thought I would just add a little bit extra before we wrapped it up. So on the way back from Winton, I dropped into the diff builder's place. Naturally, he was pretty mortified and immediately gave me back all the money that I'd spent on having the diff put together. He's going to take a look at it, give me the post-mortem. It's definitely going to need some parts, and then we will go from there. But all of that aside, look, I've just been blown away today by the generosity and the camaraderie of the motorsport community. So that diff that I put in the car came from one of the local boys who shared that with me, no questions asked. So thank you, Chris. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Adam, my nearest competitor in the Winton Sprint Series, who unfortunately had some mechanical issues as well, and we're going to investigate those. And yes, that is diff fluid all over the camera lens on that photo. He arranged the diff for me. Mark, my good friend, who was available to bring the diff all the way out from Wodonga to me, stopping by Super Cheap and picking up supplies and all that sort of stuff. Thank you very much. And unbelievably, in amongst all of that chaos with the brake pads and the diff and all of that, somehow managed to come away with a class win by a couple of tenths, only due to Adam's mechanical issues. So it has been a rough day at the office for everyone. But I just wanted to give a heartfelt thank you to everyone who has helped me secure what I think is another round win. What else? Yeah, just blown away. Big day, rough day at the office. That's motorsport, but absolutely blown away and really heartened by all the support that I got, especially from a competitor, and I think that's put me in a pretty good position for the overall in the Winton Sprint Series. So again, Adam, thank you very much. You definitely did not have to do that, and I owe you mega. All right, boys, and the 3% of you that are girls, apparently, according to the stats. I'll wrap it up there. I've just chucked the car off the trailer. It's still fully loaded with crap. Hopefully try and make the World Time Attack shootout in the house. And then, yeah, watch the Facebook, watch the YouTube, and more info to come. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.